The shadow of XOLOTL. In the heart of the 15th century, beneath the ever-watchful gaze of Popocatépetl and XOLOTL, the Aztec Empire flourished, its cities like walled jewels gleaming in the sun. Tenochtitlan was the crown of this civilization, a bustling metropolis built on the waters of Lake Texcoco. The streets resonated with the cries of merchants selling their wares, the smell of roasted maize wafted through the air, and the vibrant colors of the feathered cloaks adorned the noble class, all framed by pyramids that reached toward the heavens. Yet, amid greatness and prosperity, the shadows of the gods danced upon the hearts of men, and one such shadow was XOLOTL. XOLOTL, the malevolent twin of Quetzalcoatl, known to the Aztecs as the Lord of the Underworld, held dominion over various aspects of life and death. With his emblematic lightning bolt and skeletal visage, he was feared by all who revered the pantheon. His dominion was not limited to death but expanded to include misfortune, the evening star, and the intertwining fates that governed the lives of the people. His presence was often felt during storms, where flashes of lightning tore the skies, and the night air crackled with an energy that foreshadowed chaos. Among the many who took XOLOTL seriously was a young priest named Tezcatlipoca. Born to humble beginnings in a small village on the outskirts of the empire, he was the son of a farmer, destined to till the earth or become a warrior. However, unlike his peers, Tezcatlipoca was drawn to the spiritual, and he felt a connection to XOLOTL that was both alluring and terrifying. His insistence on understanding the deity's nature made him a local oddity, children whispered his name, and elders feared for his future. One fateful night, the winds howled, and the thunder roared as ancient prophecies spoke of an impending calamity. A drought had gripped the land, and whispers of hunger blanketed the empire. XOLOTL, hungry for offerings, called upon the desperation of the people. In the sacred temple of Tenochtitlan, lit by the flickering flames of copal incense, Tezcatlipoca felt the weight of his calling. It was time for a sacrifice. Guided by his dreams and the jagged visions of XOLOTL, he sought a rare flower that bloomed in the depths of the forest, the sacred xochitl that represented the cycle of life. It was believed that a ceremonial offering of this flower could appease the restless deity and bring forth rain. Tezcatlipoca set forth through the dark woods, where shadows whispered tales of the past and the underworld trembled with secrets. The jungle, lush and alive, teemed with creatures, vibrant and venomous. Tezcatlipoca tread carefully, wary of the sacred spaces where XOLOTL often wandered, his presence a cold shiver that reverberated through the air. At last, he found the flower, a radiant burst of color encircled by thorny vines near a secluded lagoon. As he knelt, the moonlight glistened on the water, granting a divine illumination to his offering. Suddenly, a rumble echoed through the night, shaking the very ground beneath him. The surface of the lagoon appeared alive, swirling, threatening to plunge Tezcatlipoca into the abyss. From the depths emerged a figure wrapped in shadows, a tall skeletal being adorned with a crown of bones, XOLOTL himself. "I have awaited you, man of flesh," XOLOTL's voice hissed, a blend of thunder and rustling leaves. "You seek to appease me with the flower of life, yet your people offer me life's blood." Tezcatlipoca trembled, the weight of destiny pressing down on his shoulders. "Great XOLOTL, I only wish to honor you with this sacred offering. Our people suffer from drought, please allow the rains to return." XOLOTL leaned closer, his gaze piercing. "In my realm, light and darkness intertwine. You seek to defy fate. What you offer is but an illusion. The true sacrifice must come from the heart." In that moment, Tezcatlipoca understood the perilous truth. To pacify the god of death meant he must confront his own essence and the blood that would bind him to his people. Torn between devotion and despair, he felt the pull of XOLOTL's dark invitation. "Bring me a heart," XOLOTL commanded. "A heart that beats not for itself but for the hope of the many." Tezcatlipoca staggered back, horror washing over him. The weight of his people's lives hung in the balance. He thought of his father, of his brother, and all the faces of those who relied on him. Rising within him was an urge to resist, to flee from the darkness, yet the realization dawned: sacrifice, in all forms, dwelt at the heart of the Aztec faith. "If I must bring forth a heart, then let it be my own," Tezcatlipoca declared, his voice steadier than he felt. "For their survival, I shall give everything." In the heart of the forest, beneath the watching stars and the looming cliffs, Tezcatlipoca plunged a ceremonial dagger into his chest, flooding the ground with his life force. The pain was a cathartic release, an acknowledgement of fate. As his life poured out, XOLOTL knelt, accepting the offering, his skeletal form enveloped in a cloak of shadowy brilliance. The skies erupted in a cataclysm of rain, the torrential downpour cascaded upon the desolate earth, rejuvenating the parched soil and awakening life from its slumber. XOLOTL's voice echoed through the storm, fierce and vibrant, as he rose into the night, embodying the lightning once more. My shadow lingers henceforth, for creation and destruction are bound within me. You, XOLOTL, have appeased my hunger, and your desires shall entwine with destiny. As life returned to Tenochtitlan, the people reveled in the rain, unaware of the true nature of their salvation. XOLOTL's sacrifice became a whispered legend, intertwining with the fabric of Aztec history, a reminder of the thin line between life and death, the eternal dance of XOLOTL receiving and demanding in the world of men. The sun at dawn cast a golden hue over Tenochtitlan, where gods and mortals walked hand in hand, each holding onto the ephemeral threads that bound them, a balance forever maintained, swayed by the shadows of XOLOTL, the god of lightning and the underworld.